Pi is a coding agent that lives in your terminal. It is open source, MIT licensed, and its design fits in one line. Adapt Pi to your workflows, not the other way around. It hands the model 4 tools. Read a file, write one, edit one, run a command. The whole prompt measures under 1,000 tokens. By the end, you will be able to run it on a model on your own machine for nothing, or on a subscription you already pay for, and add the command it does not ship with. Installing it is one command. The documented one skips dependency install scripts on purpose. Then you change into a project and type PI. You describe the job in plain words. It reads the file, edits it in place, runs your tests, and tells you what happened. Nothing left your machine except the model call. It tells you what it is spending while it spends it. Tokens, cache hits, running cost, context used, and which model is answering. So that is the surface. Underneath, there are 3 parts worth knowing about before you start changing things. It ships as 5 separate packages, not one binary. The terminal interface, the model interface, the agent runtime, and the CLI and telemetry. Take the one you need and leave the rest. An extension is one TypeScript file that registers a tool, a command, or a shortcut. So when you want something it does not have, you ask it to write the extension. Reload and keep going. That is the entire shape of one. A default export and a few register calls. Extensions live in a folder, so nothing collides with an update. Now the question everybody asks second, and almost nobody answers. What does this cost you to run? Start at the bottom. Pi talks to a llama.cpp server, running a model on your own computer. Pull a model, pick it, and the bill is 0. Slower and completely private. The wrong people miss. If you already pay for a Claude, ChatGPT, or Copilot plan, P signs into it. No separate per token bill. Above that, bring your own key. Its README lists 31 providers, which is what lets you put a cheap model on the boring work and keep the expensive one for the parts that need it. You are not locked in. Control-L swaps the engine under the same conversation. Scout with a cheap model, then hand the hard part to a bigger one. Traces may not cross, and it says so. So it runs anywhere and on anything. Here's what you actually get once it is running. Every session is a tree in one file. When a run goes wrong, /tree walks you back to an earlier message, and you carry on down another path. Both branches stay in the file. -C continues the last session, -R browses them all. /share uploads one as a private gist you can send to somebody. Rendered. When it starts down the wrong road, you do not have to kill it and start again. Type and press enter, and your correction lands after the current step. Alt and enter queues a follow-up instead. Context is yours to control. An agents.md file in your project is loaded at startup. And if you do not like the built-in prompt, a system.md file replaces it. Skills are capability packages, loaded only when a job needs one. Prompt templates are markdown that expands from a /command, and themes reload the moment you save them. Bundle your extensions, skills, and prompts into a package, and install anyone else's from a registry or a Git repository. Now, things it does not do, because you should know before installing. No tool protocol, no subagents, no permission pop-ups. No plan mode, no to-do list, no background commands. Each comes with what you do instead. Want 2 of those back? Other people already built them. The tool protocol and subagents both exist as extensions you install in one line. It is not only a chat window, -P answers once and exits so you can pipe into it. Mode.json gives an event stream, and mode RPC drives it from another program. Before you install it, 2 things that genuinely decide whether this is your tool. First, and it matters, there is no permission system. It runs with your access. Nothing asks whether it may delete a file. If you want a boundary, you build it, and the docs show you how. Against that, its supply chain is careful. Dependencies are pinned exactly, and it refuses any release under 2 days old. Worth your afternoon if you work in a terminal and want the agent shaped around you, or if local models matter. Not your tool, if you want guardrails and something that decides the workflow for you. So install it, run /login, and pick whatever you already pay for, and then open a project and ask it to do one small real thing. 3 things worth doing on day 1. Break a run and /tree back. Point it at a local model and watch the cost stay at 0. Then ask it for a command it lacks. One last thing to set expectations. It is MIT licensed and still before version 1, shipping roughly every other day, so pin a version if you build anything on top of it. If that was useful, subscribe and tell me what you would make your agent do that it cannot do today.